Welcome back. This is an exciting moment for me because, as you can see, I'm about to make a wig, and everybody knows I love hair. So as you can see, this is the part where I just position my closure onto the mannequin head. I always start at this point. Maybe everyone always starts at this point, but I know that I definitely start at this point, just to give myself a base. It works best for me. I've seen when people start with the glue and then they do the closure. For me, the closure always works out best for me, so that's exactly where I start. I hope y'all have been having a good week. I know that I have. I like to always ask, and that's the most polite thing to do. So I do. As you can see right here, I'm now about to start sewing the closure down. I sew my closures because I just find I feel more secure when it's sewn versus glued. I don't think I've ever glued it, so I just sew it down and get that sewing part popping off.
Okay. You doing a video?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna voice over it, so I ain't gonna hear none of this.
But no, I was eating an onion.
Oh, I thought you were sick. What's wrong? You alright? You said. What's wrong? Now I might have this part of the video. So you hear us talking. What's wrong?
I said, Martha, eat the onion. Oh yeah, it's one right here. It open you up. Ate that onion. Still ain't open up.
Didn't recognize it, did you?
I couldn't even taste it out though. Onion.
Oh, you still ain't got no taste?
Or no smell.
Oh yeah, you probably got it. Got the feel. That's what Kevin Hart said.
I ain't got no finger.
No,
shout.
Okay. So yes, you all have just witnessed my sister. Look at her, the sister talk. When we get together, we always talk about the craziest things. I don't know if you have like a sibling, you just like giggle and laugh about stupid stuff, but we do all the time. So I want to share that with you guys. So as you can see here now, I am pinning the hair down where I wanted to go, and I use a hot glue gun. I used to use like regular weave glue, and it was cool for a minute, but it didn't hold as long, or it didn't hold like I needed it to. So I seen, and I refuse, let me say this, I refuse to sew synthetic hair onto, I just refuse, because sewing is so, you put so much work into when you're sewing, and I just feel like if it's synthetic, why am I gonna sew it? Why? Why? If it's real, you paid a couple dollars for a couple bundles, then absolutely, because that hair is definitely recyclable. But if it's synthetic, you're gonna give it like a month and a half at most, maybe. And you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the end of that. So why not just glue it? So that's my whole approach with it. So that's when I started using a hot glue gun, and I just glue it down. Because to me, it just made more sense to go that way. Yeah. So at this point, as you can see, I'm just going around the hair. I found these pins. So now that every time I would glue a section, I would pin a section down and hold it. So then I can go back and then glue, and then pin a section and glue, and let the glue, as it cools, it will glue or stick together. And that would be that. That was my thinking, and it worked out. It worked out pretty well. Yep. So I went all over the hair. Kind of had a sped up version. I went all over the hair, and it worked out really fast. Really fast. because I knew where I was going. So that's just the approach that I took with it, and just kept it moving. Not, I remember some little pet. Yeah, that's a Tamagotchi. Well then, yeah, I don't remember a lot. Why does she remember everything? I declare, my sister remembers everything. A Tamagotchi. I thought it was just a Giga pet. A Tamagotchi. Good grief. Anyhow, I am closing in on the closure, coming to the top of it, and I had to be a little particular because I wanted to make sure through the bottom part um, that I didn't make them too close together, and the top would be far apart. So I had to figure it out, and I was able to use enough to where I was able to get right there by the closure, and fill in some areas like right here. Fill in some areas. And so now I am complete. It is completely done. I'm very surprised. Um, Surprised that it looks good because they were two different brands, but I'll explain that later. And so now that I see that I'm done, now I wanted to go and thin out my closure because I see that I could, and therefore I did. And bada bing, bada boom. Okay, guys. And this is the finished product of what I have. I'm not gonna tell y'all no story. I was hoping and praying like, God, please let this closure match this hair because they are two different, they come from two different companies. So I'm just going like, please let them match, please let them match, please let them match. The texture is close enough. After you va-va-voom it, it just, I put some mousse on it, and, twisted them, and now I'm untwisting them. And then you can see, I was very surprised about this closure. I had a time with this closure, y'all. I had a time with this closure, but I did it. I got it as close to where I needed to get it close to. It's not actually like a traditional, like a, but I can move it around. I messed up a little bit. Something told me, hey, get your hot comb, press it down some, it'll be fine. After I left the hot comb on for, I don't know, like 45 minutes, y'all, I went to get that comb and I pressed it and I was like, this is a lot of hair coming back. I was like, I wasn't plucking because I plucked, the closure. I wasn't plucking a few seconds ago. I was plucking and in bulk. So I had a little mess up, but I feel like I was able to correct it. I was able to correct it. So this is the closest that I got. It's just like a messy part. Hey, whatever. But yeah, you guys, I will insert all of the information on the two companies. Oh, so sorry. I will incorporate everything with the companies so that you can see, and I got, what I got going on. And it's a pretty big, a 4x4, and all of this is synthetic hair. I'm pretty sure of like some human fibers attached to it, but for the most part, it's natural. I mean, it's syntheticals. That's what I call it. It's synthetical, and I, chopped it down some, thinned it out a little bit, gave me a little bit of layers. And this here is my finished result. From what I can see, the packaging was like little to no shed. No, actually, it was like no shed, which it hasn't, besides the plucking. So the most was the closure. that I was combing through and was like, didn't, really realize I was kind of combing out of the pattern, the curl pattern. But thank God for mousse, because it works. So I just moussed it down some, scrunchy, Now I'm just unraveling it for you guys to see. I like it. I do. I really, really do. Trying to swoop it down. I didn't really want to do the whole baby hair thing. It wasn't giving me all of what I needed, as you can see. I still got it. Now this isn't, there's no glue involved. So I'm probably going to sew it down, but it's pretty snug right now on my head. So I may not have to sew it down. Everything is pretty tight. So I may not have to sew it down. But just playing with it, guys. Yeah. It's giving me what I need to get done. I know that much. If I need something done, she's helping me get it done. So that's always good. Whatever I need done, if you're helping me get it done, then that's what I need. So anyhow, this is it. This is me making this wig, this unit, as they call it. Me making this wig and this unit, and I definitely hope you all have enjoyed it. I have been doing this all day, working on it all day, trying to get it together, because I love hair. So I thank you all again for joining me on my channel, my area. Y'all, I said channel. Thank you for joining me. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell for notification so you know when I upload a video. Hope you all had a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, y'all.